Okay, welcome to Lights Camera Barstool, August 12th, the long-awaited Weapons review, a movie I think we've been looking forward to for a long time, especially after Cregger's just kind of like knocked it out of the park, out of nowhere with Barbarian, and then all the hype going into this movie was crazy because they were like, hey, we're going to give him a big budget, and there's a big bidding war for the movie, and then Jordan Peele, like we talk about every time, he fired his team when they couldn't get the rights to the movie. So a lot of hype going into this, and very excited to talk about it.
Yeah, that Jordan Peele story ended up being like the number one piece of marketing for this movie.
Couldn't be better.
Like I knew it was a story, but I didn't expect it to like break through to like my just mainstream like normal friends. Like my normal friends know about that. Like they know about that, which is like a crazy kind of inside Hollywood thing to breach to the surface, but. Yeah, no, it's, I think, benefited Weapons, especially their box office, which, holy shit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. It's crazy.
Holy shit, crushed projections. Crushed them. I'm excited to talk about this one.
Very excited to talk about that. We'll also be doing a combined ranking of horror movies over the last decade, so 2015 to 2025, or to the present day, I guess. And then as a special treat, sort of, just so you guys know ahead of time, after like the end of today, this is Monday, we'll be recording a watch-along of a movie which we've been dying to watch, but purposely haven't because we want to make a big experience out of it. Ice Cube's War of the Worlds.
It's been so hard not to watch this movie and waiting for this watch along, but I need to do the watch along. Yeah. I need to watch it with friends. Yes. I was like, just eyeing it, coming home, late nights and just seeing that. I'm like, 11 o'clock, this is the perfect time to throw this on, but I need my friends with me and I cannot wait. I've been seeing the GIFs on the timeline, Same. The videos, the clips, and it just looks like the biggest pile of shit I've ever seen. I cannot wait.
It held steady at a 0% for a long time, like at least a week. I think it bumped up to like 1 or 2 now, but very
Elvin
bumped.
Brought this up when we were texting about setting up this watch along.
Yeah.
And he said a 0% in my eyes is almost as good as a 100%. And he's right.
Like, it makes it must watch.
It's hard. It is hard to like hold a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like it is really fucking hard because like if it's even slightly positive, they'll give you.
You need every single person to give it the equivalent of below a 70, right? So like yes. that is so hard. You find at least one, Rotten Tomatoes critic like the Armand White, so we'll just go the opposite way, no matter what. So maybe he is the 1%. I have no idea.
No, it looks so bad. I can't believe that there was just. I don't know. We'll talk about it on the watch along. I have so many thoughts on like just even that movie being made.
3%. Jordan Hoffman from Entertainment Weekly said, "It's certainly stupid, but also a great deal of fun." He's the guy that brought this up out of the dredge. But anyway, yeah, we'll be doing that. That'll be in a separate video, but just look out for that tomorrow. Before all that stuff, let's talk about some news. We got the first trailer for The Paper, which is obviously a sort of, I don't know if you want to call it like a spinoff, but it is, of The Office. Greg Daniels created in Toledo, Ohio. A documentary crew focuses its efforts on the Toledo Truth Teller, an historic but declining Midwestern newspaper trying to resurrect itself with volunteer reporters. Donald Gleason's the big ones. Sabrina Impacciatore, who is big in White Lotus Season 2. Yeah. Other, I guess, big star out of this. But yeah, the trailer looks like weirdly way different, I think, than The Office feel. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't look the same.
It does, but I feel like, and I was in like 6th grade, I think, when The Office premiered in the U.S. But I do remember I watched Season 1. I was one of the early adapters to it, but I feel like the marketing was very similar for the first season of The Office. Like, just trying to sell it as a workplace comedy, like, just kind of light and airy. But, yeah, no, it definitely does not feel like, Season 2 on The Office. That's for sure.
It doesn't look goofy. It looks more serious. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, no.
At least based on the trailer.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say that the original run of The Office was way more workplace comedy, like generalized. This feels like it's really going to be tackling like new age media and online consumerism, and like it feels like it's going to be of the times, which I don't know if that works. I don't know if people want that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got no clue. I'm not. This isn't something I'm like, going to be setting my timer to. You know what I mean? I'm not no alerts to go watch this at all. Although I do love Donald Gleason quite a bit.
I do love Donald Gleason. Yes, that is like the big plus here. I mean, like if it ends up being good, hell yeah, like that would be fucking awesome to have this kind of workplace comedy back. But I don't know, the sitcoms have not been all that great lately.
No,
about as bad as like movies have been. Comedy movies have been. I'd say sitcoms have been in the same boat.
We had the first trailer for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. With her life crashing down around her, Linda attempts to navigate her child's mysterious illness, her absent husband and missing person, and an increasingly hostile relationship with a therapist. Rose Byrne is the star. Conan is the therapist, which is... I didn't back check it, but it got to be the first time he's been in a movie in a hot minute. He's been in Kojima games more than he's been in movies.
What movies has he been in? I can't even think
I couldn't tell you.
Unless he did like a voice in the B movie. That's like the only thing I can think of.
He did a voice in Futurama, that's a TV show. Yeah, I mean, he has 27 credits on IMDb, and they're all like himself.
Conan Must Go.
Yeah, it's
Great show, by the way.
Let's see. Yeah, not really anything. It's just a lot of voices in TV shows, but that's basically it.
It's a very funny cast list.
Yeah, so Conan Bryan was the next one up. Then there was A$AP Rocky and Christian Slater. Just a weird crew. Very strange crew.
Woke.
Yeah. Very weird grouping of people. I like Rose Byrne a lot. I actually just rewatched Instant Family kind of recently. What a
great
pleasant movie. Pleasant
Great streamer.
That is that movie to me is like, I feel like Mark Wahlberg should watch that and be like, this is what I should do. Because he's like a pretty charming dad character when he wants to be.
Oh, yeah.
And he just doesn't, he's like, no, I want to do The Union or like 15 action franchises.
And Father Stew R-rated re-release.
R-rated re-release, how could we forget? But yeah, so If I Had Legs to Kick, it looks cool, like interesting. I like the crew. It's weird. Like it's weird enough where like if this was like a normal cast of like just kind of C-listers or whatever, I'd be like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
But like this is such a strange grouping of humans that I'm intrigued.
Yeah, no, and we'll talk about it with weapons, but anytime you get a trailer that really doesn't give much away, I'm just 10 times more interested.
Yeah.
Like, I have really no clue what this movie is about. The early reactions have been non-helpful, I should say. Like, no one's giving much away. They just say it's all over the place. So, yeah, no, I'm kind of excited for this. And A$AP Rocky, what the fuck? Just coming out of nowhere, just deciding to be like an art house actor now? Like,
yeah.
He's doing a Spike Lee movie and then a... who's the director on this? It's
Bronstein.
Yes. I mean, what the hell?
It's a 93 on Rotten right now.
Oh, damn.
Through 20-something reviews or 40-something?
I'll be honest, for a movie like that is, or at least what it seems like a very absurdist, abstract movie, that's kind of surprising that it would have that high of a score.
We also had the first trailer for Jay Kelly. Famous movie
Jay
actor
Kelly.
Jay Kelly and his devoted manager Ron embark on a whirlwind and unexpected profound journey throughout Europe. Along the way, both men are forced to confront choices that they've made, their relationship with their loved ones, and the legacies that they'll leave behind. Directed by Noah Baumbach, starring George Clooney and Adam Sandler as the main two, then also Laura Dern, if you couldn't already guess, is a Noah Baumbach joint, and Billy Crudup as well. Strange pairing, Sandler and Clooney. Like I feel like obviously I feel like it more so Adam Sandler has delved into the Clooney world than Clooney has delved into the Sandler world, as far as like getting more into like serious pictures and things like that.
Yeah.
But I'm interested in this for sure. I mean, Baumbach I feel like is a very talented screenwriter in relationships between two people specifically.
Very.
If that makes sense. I know it's kind of just everything he does, but he's very good at that. And I'm interested because this is like something so applicable to like inside Hollywood world stuff, but also I think you could apply it to anybody, like anyone who's starting to get old enough to be considered a washed up or whatever, or has been. So I'm kind of want to see. I want to see what Adam Sandler's got here, so as well as Clooney, because I feel like I haven't seen him in anything good in a while.
Yeah, I mean, and Clooney and Sandler are like two of the guys in Hollywood that every time you get like a behind the scenes story, it's always just like, oh yeah, they're the fucking man. Like I think they install like basketball hoops on all their sets. Like they're very cool guys, like just to seem, or at least it seems like to hang out with. And Baumbach is like just a good director. Like I find him a little annoying and grating at times, and his personal life is questionable. But his movies are good. Like, so I do think this will be good. Straight to Netflix, I don't love that. Don't love that at all. But he obviously has that deal. And Clooney. I need to see Clooney, like, he needs one more great one. I don't know if this will be it. But you look at the last, like, 10 years of his career, and he's been trying at points. But for the most part, it feels like he's George Clooney, the celebrity.
Yeah.
And George Clooney, the movie star, is kind of
political advocate or whatever. Like, not so much the... what do you call it? The actual actor. Like his last movies are Wolves.
Like, Ticket to Paradise, I think.
Yeah.
Was like the last good one, but that's like very.
But then before that was Midnight Sky, which was dog shit Netflix slop.
Wolves was terrible.
Wolves was bad. If he also had a voice in.
Oh.
The Flash cameo in.
I forgot he closed out the DCU as their Batman. I forgot about that.
Also, he's, I guess, directing. He did Boys in the Boat, which is solid.
Yeah.
Tender Bar, which I liked.
Yeah.
But then Midnight Sky was a pile of shit.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
where's his next Oceans? Where's his next Michael Clayton?
Yeah, for sure.
He's one of the great movie stars of my lifetime without, I think, like the resume to really back it up. I don't know. Does that make sense to you?
He is way more of a...
Like, he's got a great career. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but he is top of the A-list celebrity-wise, and I don't know if he really has that kind of...
When you talk about, there's a lot of arguments that go around the term household name. Like, he's a
Yes.
household name.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yes.
There's so few people in the Hollywood world that are household names. So few. And, like, people are so dumb about the way they approach that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, yeah, like, Austin Butler's a household name. No, he's not. Like he's not. Timothy Chalamet is a household name. No, he's not. Like,
Not
he's
yet,
not.
but he's the closest of the guys that are young.
Like, your fucking mom doesn't know who Timothy Chalamet is. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
everybody, regardless of age group, knows who George Clooney is. Gender, race, doesn't matter. Everyone knows George Clooney.
Yeah.
That is a household name. And he really just doesn't have... Like, he's just doing so much Nespresso stuff and
Yeah.
Casamigos and whatever.
It's true. He's
Focused
just
on-
raking in bills. I mean, the guy is obscenely wealthy now.
Taking dumps in Richard Kind's cat box or whatever.
That too.
One of the funniest stories. But yeah, so that is Jay Kelly. Excited for that. Matt Smith is joining Starfighter. Also interesting. Supposedly as the villain, Starfighter so far, it's just Sean Levy, Ryan Gosling, Mia Goth. They're the only two people confirmed other than him. I mean, yeah, he's got a villain face. He's got like that British
Yes.
aristocrat, evil guy face. Perfect for like, I don't...
Big-time Star Wars villain face.
Yeah, I think it's perfect for... And I'm assuming Starfighter is not going to be a Jedi thing. I mean, I don't know. We never really got a lot of information.
I honestly hope not.
I think he'd make a good Sith. I also think he'd be a much better like underground or Imperial bad guy, something like that.
He'd look good in an Imperial office.
In like the little hat.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, he'd look great in that. I think it's a great casting. Gosling already great. Goth is obviously like, I think one of the top tier actresses, period. I mean,
Yeah.
again, I'll always go back to just go look what she gave some of the best acting performances of a year in like kind of like a cheap horror movie.
Yeah.
Like she's a beast. And Smith is obviously a fantastic actor. And Gosling. I mean, this great combo so far. Sean Levy's the only thing that people will find questionable, but I think there is a world where it's like if you're trying to make a Star Wars movie, you do kind of want to be a little popcorny in a way, and that is terrible.
Yeah. The cast is like clearly what they're going to sell on here. I mean, these are some of the bigger names that they've cast since the prequel trilogy, right? I mean, the sequel trilogy
had no name as big as
no
Gosling.
names. I mean, you think Driver, but Driver wasn't like that.
No,
Not even
no.
close.
God, no.
I mean, Star Wars made Driver more or less. I mean, he
new
was on
cast.
Girls and like other stuff, but yeah, no. I mean, like this is a big fucking cast for Star Wars. Anything, even their series, they haven't really pulled in big name actors.
Like Pedro Pascal wasn't Pedro Pascal.
No.
Like nobody was, especially in the sequel trilogy. None of the outside of the legacy castings, like none of those people were stars like that.
Yeah.
None of them. So, like, the biggest star would be Daniel Craig doing an uncredited cameo as a stormtrooper, which is, so this is a pretty huge cast. And it's also, like, I feel like the Sean Levy world of entertainment cinema is so different from the Mia Goth and, like,
It's very different.
like, sort of world of cinema. So, like, it's kind of a weird...
Ryan Gosling, Sean Levy kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Gosling has done a lot of popcorn stuff like that.
For sure.
But Mia Goth, so that's the most random one. And then
Very
Matt Smith,
strange.
obviously, too. Like, I don't know, a British person on set with Sean Levy just sounds great.
Two of them.
Just sounds, two of them. I don't know. I don't know.
And then a couple more things. The One Piece Season 2 trailer teaser really hit the airwaves. It also already got renewed for Season 3. We got a first look at a couple of new characters. Nico Robin probably being the biggest, I would say, out of all of them. And then like Smoker, a few other ones. Just looks cool. I mean, again, this is a series where when it initially dropped, and we had talked about it when they even announced like they were going to do it.
Yeah.
Like, no way this works. It's so fantastical. Like, how do you adapt live? Every time they adapt live action anime, like 99.9% of the time it sucks. And this is like such one where like it doesn't seem to apply to live action.
Yeah.
Versus something like, Cowboy Bebop where you just do the Mandalorian reskin or whatever. But like this is... It was just good. It was a good first season of television.
It was really well paced, I think, which helped it.
Yes.
And they didn't shy away from like how corny or maybe corny is not the word. Campy, I guess, would be the word. They didn't shy away from the camp and like the absurdity of it all, which I think a lot of like those animated adaptations, they get to live action and they kind of take all the magic out of like what made you fall in love with the animated series, which One Piece didn't. It's still not as good as the animated series.
They never can be, right?
But the fact that it's like watchable, good, and it has fans, I think is just a win on its own. Like a huge win, considering the number of like live action adaptations of animes specifically that have just been fucking terrible.
Really
terrible. So yeah, it was great. I caught up on like 10 episodes of the animated series over the weekend. And
honestly, I think I want to rewatch the live action too, probably before starting this. But I liked it. Also, who's the Dracula-ass guy? I always forget his name.
Mihawk?
Yeah.
Dracula Mihawk. Yeah. His name is Dracula.
Yeah. He was good at their live action version of him was really good too. And, very just, I don't know, it looks good. Just quick little teaser. New characters look cool. I'm interested. And then lastly, Dave Bautista's been cast as the villain in Chad Stahelski's Highlander reboot alongside.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, alongside Henry Cavill and Russell Crowe. I weirdly said, like, after they cast Bautista, I was like, if you're looking for somebody to replace have you ever watched Highlander?
No, I haven't.
So the main bad guy is this guy called the Kurgan, and he's played by Clancy Brown.
Okay.
And you realize his face, like his voice, like all that stuff. And he's like a really creepy, gross bad guy. Weirdly, the best replacement for him would have been Michael Shannon, and just turning this into an entire Man of Steel reboot with Henry Cavill and Russell Crowe as well. But I mean, Dave Bautista is still a great actor. Interested to see how this plays out because I like Highlander a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a very interesting lore movie that's been often imitated and very seldom kind of like done well. And it was kind of, I think it's Chris Lambert plays the main guy in it, and he's so bad, like terrible. They have like I think he's French Canadian or maybe just French, and he's playing a Scottish guy, and he can't do either accent right, and it's really he's really bad. But the whole movie is still so cool that I don't care. So excited to see what Stahelski has planned here, especially just because applying his fighting techniques to something like this versus in 1980s Highlander where like they were just doing bang, bang, while like the coolest Queen soundtrack like made for that movie played in the background. That wasn't.
Do they have an artist set up yet? Do they know who's going to do the soundtrack for this one?
I don't. What's the modern day Queen? The answer is nothing. But like I don't know what band you get to kind of replicate that. They're gonna get like fucking a singer. It's gonna be like The Weeknd or some shit.
Ugh, no. Stahelski has good taste, I think. Those John Wick soundtracks fucking rule.
They do rip. Yeah.
I love when they like be in another country and then they'll just like let the like French version of Painted Black run.
Yeah.
Like I love that. I loved all those needle drops. But yeah, now Stahelski I think is just cast is great, obviously.
Yeah.
But Stahelski I think is the selling point. I mean, this is the first thing he's done outside of the John Wick universe as a director.
Hasn't really missed at anything. Period.
Like, no, I am very, and obviously we just watched.
Ballerina.
I didn't finish it, but the Lazarus.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
Involved in. Super talented guy. I want to see him do something outside the John Wick universe. I would love to get 8 more John Wick movies, but I also want Stahelski to show me what else he's got.
Yeah,
because there's like a lot of stuff in John Wick that's like just straight pulled from like westerns and I mean other period pieces. So getting outside of like the modern age hitman society, what else can he do? I'm pretty pumped. Like he's one of the more exciting voices we have right now.
Yeah, especially in the action world. Okay, now we can talk about weapons. Weapons, when all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish on the same night at exactly the same time, the community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. Zach Cregger, second effort after Barbarian, which again we talked about, we liked a lot. Julia Garner, Josh Brolin, Alden Ehrenreich, Benedict Wong, Austin Abrams, Amy Madigan in the cast. So, like we said, a lot of hype going into this movie, and what's kind of made me nervous about it is, obviously the hype you could be disappointed really easily when you're that excited for something going into it. But in addition to that, the horror world, as far as early reactions go, it's been wrong.
Yeah,
extremely wrong. Over the last like 2-3 years, they'd be like, "This Longlegs, oh my god, you're gonna watch this, you're never gonna be the same. Holy shit, it's the best movie of the year," and it's just okay.
Yeah,
like they've been very overzealous in their reaction of horror recently. So that was definitely a little bit hesitant from both those things because all the early praise was super high as well. Watch the movie, I loved it. I mean,
yeah.
It's just a damn good movie. I don't know if it's totally going to be what everyone expected out of it. If they might think it's more like a pure horror, it's going to be more. It's really like a horror comedy. Pretty flat out. I think like more maybe dark, not even dark comedy, but it's horror comedy. It's funny as fuck.
It is very funny, but like
it's scary as shit still, but like it's funny.
Yes, it is very funny. I don't know if I'd put it in horror comedy though. I don't know.
It's kind of like the rom-com argument we had where it's like this is more of like I would say the horror is like an 80-20 split.
Yes.
Versus comedy, but like it's still funny as shit.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I love this movie. It does so many cool things like throughout the different like each because you're following different acts. Like, you know what I mean? Following different characters throughout their timelines and how they intersect. And each one, like, you get, like, a little bit of something different. Like we were saying, like I was saying before, it blends the genres really well, builds suspense really well, does, like, a lot of really cool and inventive stuff with camera work. Yes. Specifically, I think what he did was he kind of, like, took a lot of techniques that made horror classics great, especially in the camera work world, and kind of, like, blend them all into one. Like, you have, like, the Halloween POV shot going upstairs. You have, like, other stuff from, like, Friday the 13th or from, like, fucking, like, everything. Like, you get it all in the one little spot. The camera work was great. And I also think just the acting across the board, A+.
Oh, yeah.
You can't find a bad performance in this movie, which is rare. And also when you think about the fact that this movie they had a really late recasting after the strikes and shit like that also makes it even more impressive. Very, very impressed with the second effort. And I think the big thing I took away from it is that I'm so excited to see what he does now with Resident Evil, which is a cool property. And he said he's making all original shit with that too. So very excited to see what Cregger's got cooked up for that.
Yeah, no, Cregger, I think, really established himself here and says that, you know, Barbarian wasn't a one-hit wonder. I mean, this is a big, and I really liked Barbarian. I think this is a big step up. Do I enjoy it infinity times more than Barbarian? No, but like as a movie, as a filmmaker, he's like on another level here. You brought up the camera work. I think the camera work is fantastic and like builds an atmosphere and puts you in a perspective with each chapter that like really has you on the edge of your seat throughout the movie. Just really impressive stuff. You brought up the cast. So good. One of the best ensembles, maybe the best ensemble of the year. Julia Gardner was so good, and so was Josh Brolin. And then we'll talk about, I think, was she included in the trailers?
Madigan? I don't think so. Not that I had seen.
There's a late entry, which you don't expect, and she shows up, and she, I think, steals the show.
Eats it up.
So, yeah, fantastic. A lot to digest. I think, like, in the subtext, I've seen a lot of people interpreting it different ways. I don't think it's meant to be one set. I don't think there's supposed to be one set interpretation of it, which I really like. And what else I appreciate is that there's been a lot of horror movies the last 15 years, especially in like the post-Hereditary world, where everyone wants the abstract metaphor, the metaphor to be the feature of the movie.
Yeah.
That is not the case here. There are interpretations which make it very enjoyable, but at the end of the day, this is a fucking horror movie. Like
an entertainment horror movie.
This is like entertaining as fuck. Like you don't need to read into it any further if you don't want to. You can just go to the theater and have your shit scared and laugh. Like you said, very funny. So yeah, no, one of the best horror movies of the year. I kind of want to see it again. Yeah, no, let's get in. Let's talk some spoilers. This is kind of a tough movie to talk about.
Let's just get into spoilers. So if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to skip forward. There are a lot of scenes I think I wanted to point out from the movie. Just like I just wrote down everything I could think of, like scene wise, where I'm like, it'd be fun to talk about. I think everything with Austin Abrams was so funny. Like,
great.
He was number one, a perfect junkie. Like you couldn't look and act more like a junkie if you tried. Excellent stuff there.
He's the one guy that Cregger says that he kept from the original cast.
Yeah, the only guy that stuck
Pascal
with it.
dropped out and they had to rework everything. Abrams was the only guy he kept from that OG cast.
So every scene with him I thought was hysterical. Like him pointing out Willow was so like, what did he say? Like,
funny.
Willow, oh hell yeah, or something like
Yes.
that. Like it's really funny. I think when Alden Ehrenreich socks him for hitting the needle or whatever. Like that, I don't know how they filmed that and make that look different. It looked like he really punched him. Like, it looked like he walloped him in the face. And then I think when he turned zombie or whatever, and dude, Josh Brolin just G-tossing him like all over the fucking room.
That was so Looney Tunes. So like, that's the kind of like comedy where it's like it works really well because you don't have to stop the movie and be like, oh, he's right behind me, or like drop like a one-liner or quip. It's just really fucking funny physical humor.
And he's making really funny noises too.
Yeah, that works. Like, it makes sense. Like, yeah, there's this zombie going after me. Like, it's not going to go down. Like, it's very fucking funny.
Yeah.
Watch Josh Brolin just continually have to beat this guy.
Like, he like punches in the face and goes, and then goes like right back up.
Kind of reminded me of the Austin Powers 2 bit where he's like, why won't you die?
Yeah. Just stay down, please. And he's throwing him across this room. But everything with him, I thought Austin Abrams, he knocked it out of the park. The other things, the ending chase, I think you can't, we talked about it right after we got out. I mean, you can't really end a movie much better than that.
It'd be damn near impossible. Like, it was a very good movie up until that point, and cemented itself as one of my favorites of the year with that ending.
Mm-hmm. The kids just fucking not all of them can. They clearly, the zombies can like use doors, like, you know what I mean. Like, they can. They're physically capable of it. But like just slamming through the windows, like smashing through these houses is so fucking funny. And then her just like running away, and just like screaming her head out, trying to go through every single house, like it.
Guy just mowing his lawn, just like, what the fuck?
There's an army of kids chasing this woman. So good. And then like when they catch her, just like brutally killing this woman. Yes,
I loved the sound design, like the way they shot it, just seeing like her head get split open.
Yeah.
No, they showed enough, but not too much of the actual gore. Like, that was great. That was such a great ending.
Yeah, it was bloody, but not too gory, which I liked. Also, you know what really killed me? Everything with like the Benedict Wong and his husband scene.
Yes.
So funny.
His husband coming into the living room with the
18 hot dogs?
Is 7 hot dogs, not 18. I gotta say, this looks like something I'm gonna do in the near future.
Dude,
7 hot dogs and Benedict Wong's on the couch doing like a little crab hand motion, like he's like, give it to me. Oh,
dude, and they're wearing matching Mickey and Minnie Mouse
and they're
fucking shirts.
And you think they're like queuing up like a game because, you know, hot dogs watch a baseball game or some sort of sporting event. Now they're watching some like bug documentary.
Dude, it was so funny. And then even like right after that, when like they turn him Benedict Wong zombie, and he just like pukes. Like the motor oil shit all over him. Oh, and then like that is also a very funny scene, I think, too, when like they cut to him just running through the town, just like cut to like different sections of him like running with the fucking Naruto arms like through the town. That killed me.
Every single, which I have to ask, which chapter was your favorite? If you exclude the final chapter, which I think
I really liked. I guess the druggy chapter, I think, was one of the funniest to me.
Yeah,
because like that was everything with him was great. With like him trying to pawn off all the shit that he's stealing, him like sitting there with a family that's like they're zombified or whatever, sitting there standing still.
Yes.
Oh, it fucking killed me.
Yes, when he turns around, that after the Willow DVD, this is where like the comedy and horror balance so well.
Yeah.
Because it would have you on the edge of your seat, and then you'd laugh and like disarm you, and then immediately snap back and be like, "Oh, you think that Willow DVD is funny? Well, there's fucking like dead parents sitting on the couch just staring at him." Horrifying. I'd also like to bring up the kid. Which, do you have his name pulled up?
It was Carrie something. He was really good.
I don't know what they're putting in these kids' drinks lately, but we've gotten a lot of great child performances the past few years.
Carrie Christopher.
Especially in the horror lane, and this kid is another entry into that. He was so good. Not an easy role to pull off.
Mm-hmm. Dude, he was very, very, like, all the kids, I think. Because not everyone had a huge role to play or anything like that, but, like, that kid was excellent. He had a big fucking, he had a whole chapter. You know what I mean? Like, he had a lot to do. And I thought he did that really well. And then like Amy Madigan, man.
Yeah, I think she's the clear MVP of this movie, and that's crazy considering. Like I said, I think Julia Garner gives an A+ performance. Josh Brolin too. This is just on that S tier. Like it's one of the great horror performances we've had.
Mm-hmm. Very, very good. I'm trying to think what else I put.
So unsettling.
You know what scene really got me too, like scary wise, when Julia Garner passes out drunk in front of their house.
Yes.
And she comes, like, the mom comes out of the house.
You hear it. And this is where the camera work was so good, because you just stay on Julia Garner instead of panning over to see what is getting into her car. You just hear the car door open. Yeah. You hear the car door shut, and then it just cuts to the next scene.
You get the what do you call it, the scissor?
Yes, the scissors. That's what it was, the scissors. Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck was about to happen? She cuts the hair, gets out of the car, and then on to the next one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I could see the chapters not working for a lot of people. It's definitely different.
Yeah.
And I get that's where the Magnolia comp came in, which Cregger did in an interview. Apparently that was like just something he threw out.
Yeah.
The trades were like, they ask like, you know, how do we describe this thing you're going to do? and I think he was just like Magnolia horror. I could see that not working for people, but for me, I think it like elevated everything because, like I said, it would just build up and build up till towards the end of the chapter, and then boom, and then reset.
You're right into the next zone. Yeah.
And then start building up again.
Yep.
And then you're just getting different like points of view, and everything starts coming together by the end. Yeah, no, really, really great.
Honestly, you know what was really good too? The POV sequences of them like walking through their house, like the bad house.
Yeah.
I thought were really fucking good. Like when they're going like up the stairs really slow, turning corners, but then like you'd cut back to like facing them. Like, dude, he was excellent.
Man, Cregger and Stairs. Man,
old women.
And old women, yes.
Horrified of old ladies. My God. And I think I texted to you as well when I got out of like Chapel Roan. I was about to eat so much shit for this because I don't think it was on purpose at all. But like,
oh no, it wasn't at all.
That woman looks just like an aged up Chapel Roan.
Yeah,
it's a tough scene.
Yeah. Do you think this is a anti-trans text?
Subtext, yeah.
Did you see the transphobic takes on the timeline?
Jesus Christ, no. They'll find it.
There was one really, really bad take. The guy was like, "This is transphobic," and people were like, "You just saw like an ugly old lady in a bad wig, and you assumed this is a trans allegory." This is probably not the take you want to put out there. Yeah, no. What else? The two dream sequences were so good.
Yeah, very.
The first one where you think she's woken back up. It's that old trick.
Yeah.
You think they woke up from the dream, but not really. And you see the what was her name? Gladys on the ceiling, who you hadn't met yet. So you're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then the other one, which I think I liked even more, was the Josh Brolin.
Yeah, a lot of people ask questions about the gun thing.
I think that it's not meant to have a meaning, or I don't think it's supposed to have a concrete meaning.
Yeah. So the one thing I could find about it, because I looked it up too, because I was like, I want to know more.
In the theater, I was like, is this a school shooting allegory? Like, is that what they're trying to get at here?
So there was a bill in 2022 that would have banned assault rifles. It passed the House with 217 votes. And this whole thing happens at 217, but it didn't pass in the Senate. And I think maybe that if you want to try and like find something there, maybe it's that, and like trying to, the whole thing with Josh Brolin's character is he's like, this is an inexplicable thing. How could all these children just disappear? Like that's like something that should never happen. It's unexplainable in the real society. Like,
yes.
So you can make a reach there, I guess, and try and put that together there.
I don't think it's a bad read at all. Like I think there's a lot of reads that make sense on this movie. Which back to my original like opening statement was like, the fact that you can have so many reads on it and there isn't a concrete one, I think is a feature of the movie, not like a bug to it.
Yeah. And the movie did great, like we were saying before, $70 million worldwide this weekend, $38 million budget, which is crazy. When it made Warner Brothers officially the first studio in history to score 6 consecutive $40 million openings, which is crazy.
I don't know, man. Zaslav back against the wall. Rent check due.
But then at the same time, like disassembling Warner Brothers Discovery again,
trying to shut down TCM.
Yeah, still trying to shut down TCM, and like it's
got Ben Mankiewicz shilling for AI.
I feel like he's like he's a failing upwards type guy. Oh, he's a regular failing up.
This does feel like failing upwards. Yeah, it's probably more what's his face, DeLuca, and the other person running their film division, which they deserve their flowers. But yeah, no, nice little run for Warner Brothers.
The only big question, I guess, because we kind of talked about the other stuff I wanted to ask.
There was a question someone left on my letterbox too, which I did say I would address on
the one thing I would ask though for you, I guess, is do you think this movie would have been better with the original cast, which was Pedro Pascal in the Josh Brolin role, Renate Reinsve,
worst person in the world,
as she was going to play Julian Gardner, Brian Tyree Henry was going to play Benedict Wong, and then I think Tom Burke was going to play the dad, I think.
Feels like a much different movie.
I would agree.
It feels like, and he has said that he had to change, not only just when he recast, he had to change the script too.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how drastic those changes were, but it does feel like Pedro Pascal as the hardened father, like the kind of, tough dad.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe it's because he's played such a softie so many times as a father, like a real, gooey cinder kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I could see him there. I bet it would have been a daughter instead of a son, honestly.
That would work.
I don't know. Renate in the Julia Gardner spot. I don't know.
I think Julia Garner was like the perfect substitute teacher lady. You know what I mean? Like she has
she
teacher
was like,
face.
that's exactly what I was about to say. She has like very much fourth grade teacher energy.
Yeah,
Like,
I had a math teacher that looked exactly like her, and it just really seared into my brain.
Yeah, no, this is the right cast.
Yeah.
Things turned out the way they were supposed to, and Abrams got to stick around, so we all won in the end.
Shout out to Ehrenreich, man, crushed it.
Man, the Al Denissances, that was the funniest, I think, chapter.
His chapter
Was like it's just perfect Alden.
life
like
is fucked.
Yeah,
Like-
that's like the classic Alden Ehrenreich performance where he's just like a down on his luck guy. He kind of did that in Cocaine Bear too.
Yeah.
And his relationship with his fiance and his future father-in-law being his boss. And the
stare he gives him.
the stare was so funny. And his like shit with needles, like he just keeps getting fucking poked.
What do you call it? What does he say to him in the car? It's like, you don't have AIDS, do you?
Yeah,
Like,
he keeps asking, "Do you have AIDS?"
yeah. It's like, I don't think so. I wasn't tested. But yeah, so that was a big question. What was the one that you?
Someone asked, like, so the cinema score for Weapons is an A-, a lot higher than Barbarian at a C+, and it was like, what do you think is the difference there? What do you think made this work for people that didn't work for Barbarian?
I'm trying to think, like, what would be...
I think cinema score, to be honest, is a very flawed metric, because it's all based on expectations. They don't ask you, their question, cinema score is an exit poll leaving the theaters, and I think what they ask is, did this movie meet your expectations?
Okay.
So I think what comes into play is like, do you know what to expect? Mm-hmm. With Barbarian, it was sold as like an Airbnb horror.
With like Bill Skarsgård as the villain, basically.
With Bill Skarsgård as the villain, there's a major rug pull, which I loved. But I think that's where the cinema score gets fucked, is shit like that.
Yeah.
So kind of a flawed metric. But I do think this working more for people than Barbarian, it's just a better movie. It really is just a better movie.
Tighter, better acting.
Better camera work. I think just better across the board. Also, one more thing I want to shout out before we move on, which I learned from another interview Cregger did. He did the music for this.
He made it?
He composed the score with his two friends.
Oh, that's cool.
Who he also, I think, went to college with, and he's known forever.
Ryan and Hayes Holiday. That's cool.
Very cool. There's a very small group of directors that have done that. It's like John Carpenter.
Yeah, Carpenter's the big one.
Clint Eastwood. And that's the two that I can think of off the top of my head.
The opening was that George Harrison song, which is very good.
Yes.
Like they show all the kids running out of their houses.
Mm-hmm. I also, man, the opening was great too.
Yeah.
Very creepy. The little girl, this is a true story.
Yeah.
Like, so scary. Little kids are just terrifying.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's Weapons. We liked it a lot. I feel like it met expectations, like you were just saying, which is very tough considering how high they were, with all the people that were involved, with how good Cregger's last movie was. It kind of reminds me of probably, I guess, how people would react to Midsommar after Hereditary. Is that a good comp? Because people loved Hereditary, and they're like, well, what's he going to do next? And then Midsommar was fucking awesome.
Midsommar was huge. Midsommar was huge. But it is very similar. I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, really enjoyed that. So now we're going to do a combined ranking of horror movies since 2015.
Let's do it.
So there's a lot to choose from. There's, like, I'm just looking at the list right now. We made like a tentative list. I didn't obviously include everything in it that, like, every horror movie period, but like I just included the ones that I think are probably worthy being up there. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Get a wheel going, man. Let the universe decide.
What, flip a coin or something? Let's see. I'll take Tails. Flip a coin.
Never fails. Tails, you go first.
Tails, I go first.
Okay.
It is Tails.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay,
Number 10 pick.
Number 10 pick. This is hard because there's a lot of good ones. And this is good space though, number 10, because you can pick something. You know what I'll pick? I'll do Talk to Me. How about that?
Hell yeah.
Talk to Me, I think, is a good ass horror movie. One of my favorites, one of the more new, interesting ones. And we had talked about it with those two. Was it Rocca? The guys that made Talk to Me.
Oh, the Filippo brothers.
Yeah, Filippo. Their YouTube channel is Rocca something, right? Am I crazy? It's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, their YouTube channel does have a different name.
Yeah, but they were incredible. I thought that movie was awesome. All the actors in it were interesting. It was a cool idea, unique, fresh, very interesting, creepy. Really, really, really liked Talk to Me, and I think that's worthy of like a 10 spot, right?
Yeah. It wouldn't been. It would be on the edge for me.
Yeah.
But it's at 10. I don't have an issue with that at all. And I think it's something that could age really well. You know, directorial debut for I think two of the more exciting young filmmakers we have right now.
Yeah.
Which their follow up didn't work for me as well, but still well made.
Yes, agreed. God, the fucking teeth on that
Don't make me think
table.
about that. God damn it. Okay. Man, there's a lot of good movies here. You're right. Whew. Number 9, I think this is the only... Yeah, this is definitely the only Oscar-nominated one on here. So I think we'd be remiss to not include it, and I think this is a good spot for it, The Substance. Might be recency bias, but I do think it's one of the better body horrors we've had. And I'm not a big body horror guy, but it's a better body horror for me, I would say, because I think narratively it's interesting. Really interesting. And then Demi Moore is just fantastic. Demi Moore's so good. Margaret Qualley's so good. Quaid.
Crushed.
Chewing in that fisheye lens.
Yeah.
Making disgusting noises. Great sound design. Just sloshing and just grimy noises throughout. And it looks great. Soundtrack is awesome.
Very solid movie that I think got diluted by the fact that like the people that watch one movie a year watched it and said this is the best movie in history.
Yeah.
So like that kind of diluted it. It shouldn't at all, by the way. That's wrong. But it diluted my opinion a little bit. But in all objectiveness, it's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's one of those movies that 20 years from now you'll ask like younger horror filmmakers like, what is one of the bigger inspirations that you had growing up? This will be one of those movies that'll be commonly thrown out.
All right, after The Substance, this is tough because there's a lot of really like. I'm trying to stick to like the sort of spirit of it, right? Where like there's certain movies which I would consider more of like a horror comedy or more of like a action horror or more of like it's hard. Like for example, one I would love to put maybe even higher is like Train to Busan, but like that's such like an action horror movie. It's not like a scary horror movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a zombie movie. That's for sure.
It's like arguably the best zombie movie ever, and I
think that's fair. I think Busan. I mean, it's in my top 10 on my list.
It's not like a horror. It really. I think then probably I'm gonna do something else instead. I think then what are the other ones I have on my list here? Like Sinner's another great example. Not very scary.
Not very scary, but for sure a horror.
It's 100% a horror movie, but I feel like it's just
a classic monster movie.
It is. It's so not like in the spirit of what I think of when I think of a horror movie, if that makes sense. Because it's like a fantastic story. It is a great action movie. It is a great drama. It is like all those things. But at no point when I'm watching that movie, I'm like, wow, that's scary.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just not a scary. And I feel like it needs to be like more purely scary to be a horror movie. And like that's unfair probably, but it'll affect a lot of these for me anyway. I think I'll do like maybe like A Quiet Place. Fuck, this is hard.
See, A Quiet Place I think is just as dramatic and non-scary as Sinners.
I think I'm way more scared by anything. I don't think I was scared at any point during Sinners. I was definitely scared at points during Quiet Place.
But I think there's a crowd that's definitely scared at Sinners.
I'll throw one in here and you can feel free to veto it if you want, because it's one of my favorite movies. Korean movie, The Wailing. I fucking love that.
I haven't seen it, but I know that's like top.
It's horrifying.
Well regarded and something I probably should see at some point.
It is horrifying. It is such a scary movie, and you could feel free to rip it if you want. Take it away.
No. So many people I trust have said this is a great movie, so I have no issue with this being here. Okay. And I can't veto something I don't know about.
Fair. So then you get number 7.
Number 7. Whew, okay. Man. The top 5 are easy for me, but then once we get past there's about 15 movies that I think are very interchangeable, and it's just where you want to go. Ooh. You know what? Number 7. Nah, I won't do that. This is tough.
It's very hard.
I'm going to put this here. No, I'm not going to do that. Shit.
It's hard.
This is hard. Fuck it. Weapons. Let's put Weapons there.
I don't think that's wrong.
Which, this might be recency bias, or maybe 6 months from now, after we've seen it multiple times, this could be too low. Yeah, no. I think everything we just talked about, I think this is just a very exciting movie and a very fun movie to think about and talk about. And like I said, not only think about, just watch. Like, it's scary as shit and very entertaining.
Yeah, and like kind of the same things I was talking about with Sinners, where like oh well, it's not that. There's absolutely very scary parts of this movie, like horrifyingly scary, like like full on jump scare scary parts of this one. So I think that's fair, throwing that in at 7. But oh man, this is so hard after here, man. This is so tough. Like, I think Midsummer can go here.
Yeah.
I think Midsummer was horrifying. A lot of the kind of, we've talked about it a lot whenever we mention Midsummer, but like the daylight horror thing is just such a cool concept. It's constantly building up your suspense and like what's gonna happen. Not as many like jump scare moments, I would say, but like a lot of like dread throughout that movie. Like, what is going to happen? I'm so afraid. Blah 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 blah. And then like the whole ending 20-ish minutes are just like, what the fuck is happening right now? And man, Pew crushes our boy. Will Poulter crushes.
I mean,
the whole crew is great.
Chidi, what's his name? William Jackson
really
Harper.
Yeah,
very good. Jack Rayner.
Jack Rayner was the guy, right?
Yeah, the boyfriend.
The boyfriend.
The bear.
Yeah, the guy in the bear suit.
Yeah, no, I would have honestly gone higher with it, but this is right in the zone, so
Yeah.
no veto for me. Pew, I think, this is probably her best performance of her career still. Just so good, and like visually, just amazing. Like, really does. There's a lot of movies out there where people will be like, oh, it's like an acid trip. It's like doing LSD. This really does. Like
Big time.
He does some sort of like voodoo with the like outer edges of the frame in every single shot where it's like twisting and twirling.
Yeah.
Man, what a picture.
So Midsummer, now you have number 5.
Number 5. I want it on here, and I don't want it to not be on here. So I'm going to go Nope.
You go Nope this early? Oh, wait, never mind. I'm thinking a different movie.
You thinking of the other movie?
My brain broke for a
But
second.
I want this in there.
No, that's
good. Which is, once you accept that it's sci-fi Jaws, it kind of opens up for you. My first viewing, I really liked it, and then second viewing, I fucking loved it. Visually, I still cannot believe that did not get nominated for Best Cinematography. Just gorgeous looking movie. Another movie where the sound design is incredible, and a movie that is legitimately fucking horrifying, like really scary. Not throughout, but it has like just, I would say 3 or 4 moments that are as scary as anything else that I've ever seen. I mean, the monkey, so scary.
Horrifying.
The scariest one, the scariest part is like when they get sucked up, like that visually, just in the sound, and
such a very unique look at like a alien. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're never gonna see something like that. I feel like within like a 10-year gap of movies, usually everything pretty much looks the same. We're gonna see that in More of the Worlds presumably soon. So Nope off the board. I feel like we need to have Hereditary on here.
We do.
So I'll get it out of the way and I'll throw it on here. I actually like Midsummer better than Hereditary, but I feel like can we retroactively swap them? I feel like that's fine. We can change our mind.
We can both use our vetoes here.
Yeah, we'll double. Okay,
we double veto, and we're gonna flip
Hereditary, Midsummer.
Wow.
Midsummer to 4, Hereditary to 6. Yeah, that was wrong. So yeah, I mean Hereditary's.
I do think the consensus is, I think, Hereditary over Midsummer.
Yeah, I would disagree.
But I do disagree with that.
Yeah, I mean it's very scary, and I think the performance of Toni Collette is better than anything in Midsummer. No offense, Florence Pugh.
Another like, wow, how did the Academy not?
Yeah,
like, come on.
She was excellent. Gabriel Byrne was great. Like it was a wolf. One of the.
I mean, yeah, one of the wolves is good.
Yeah, I mean they're all good. I mean everything's good. That looks great, interesting, different. The dollhouse sequence is cool as fuck. The whole ending was just horrifying. But yeah, I mean Hereditary should be on this list.
Yeah, I mean I think it is probably the most influential on this list. I mean, when it came out, it really changed everything. It changed everything for that genre. It changed. I mean, it's the one that really put A24 on the map. It's weirdly like one of the most important movies of the 21st century.
So now you have number 3.
Number 3. Let's get some Eggers on the list, baby. Let's get some Eggers on there. Give me The Lighthouse. Robert Pattinson. This is another one where, is it horror? It's psychological, for sure, but is it a psychological?
Let's see what they listed
thriller,
as.
drama? I think it is horror.
Horror fantasy?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds right.
Just one of those movies that It's on the opposite end of like really accessible, like easy to understand. It's just two guys losing their fucking minds with a lot of like symbolism and imagery that I don't fully understand, but it looks cool. And I'm enjoying these performances and I'm scared throughout. So The Lighthouse is on the list. I think visually it's like the best looking one on here. It's so good to look
3
at.
is so high.
3 is so high, but fuck it.
Yeah, this is not a very, I wouldn't say a very scary movie. Definitely like an anxiety builder more than anything else. But
Yes.
I think
More
this
like
is
a
bad
creeping
thing.
dread.
Yeah. So now number 2. You know what? I feel like we're on the same page for number 1. It's just what is number 2.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what you go with here.
I have
a pick, but I know you don't think it's a horror.
You think it should be Sinners?
I do think it should be Sinners.
And here's the thing: like I don't disagree. It's just like how it's the best. It'd be the best
It's a
movie.
vampire movie.
Yeah, no, 100%. It is a horror movie. There is indisputable. But like
We're not
my
doing the top
experience,
10 scariest movies.
no, but like my experience with Sinners is so different than my experience with something like The Lighthouse or Weapons or actually probably some more similar to Weapons than anything, or like The Wailing or like Talk to Me. Like it's such a different type of movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so hard to explain. Like they're running parallel to each other. But like here's what I'll say. Okay, I'll do Sinners. I'll just throw it up there because it's the best out of like it'd be probably the best movie out of all these that we've listed so far. I feel like actually definitely the best movie, period. But it's just like when I think of horror, it's just not something that will ever I think come to mind. We're like, hey, what's the scariest or what's the best horror movie you've seen recently? I don't know if I'd immediately think Sinners as being the best horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's the best movie you saw in the last year? I might say Sinners. But just I don't know how to explain it. It might just be my broken brain thing, but like it's weird. But I'm fine with it there.
It's a horror movie, for sure.
It is. It's just there's different.
The first question people would ask me when it came out was, how scary is it? Like it was sold as a horror movie.
It's definitely sold as a horror movie, but it's just not scary.
I'd say there's scary parts. The opening jump scare is very fucking scary.
Yeah.
The dad,
Yeah.
the preacher dad. And then, yeah, 1 I think is like, honestly, very easy. It's a very easy call. Get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Like, I think it is. There's a lot of really fucking good movies on the list, and it's crazy that it's just that clear cut, I think. The Get Out.
I never even
number one.
considered a different movie over
really
the last
didn't.
10 years.
Yeah, no, it's just one of those things that just kind of like a magical thing happened with Jordan Peele. And he got, I mean, not only just a perfect script, he also just got a perfect cast. I mean, like Lakeith Stanfield's like the 4th build here.
Yeah.
Daniel Kaluuya is your lead actor before he's like
Gone off
an
the
Academy Award winning cult member.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where it just came out and Jordan Peele immediately became one of the biggest directors on planet Earth. And for good reason. It's because of this movie.
It's awesome, innovative, unique, like very like who thinks of that shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's a fucking weird concept, the brain swap. Like it's insane. And then applying like different shit onto it, obviously like the racial subtext of it. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's another situation where if you want to read into it, you can get a lot of enjoyment going down the rabbit holes of like everything, all the meaning behind it and all the, metaphors in there. But it also it's a scary fucking movie. It's a very scary, very entertaining and tight movie. Moves quick.
So our list is then Get Out, Sinners, The Lighthouse, Midsummer, Nope, Hereditary, Weapons, The Wailing, The Substance, and Talk to Me.
I think people don't have opinions on horror movies.
Yeah.
Very strong opinions.
Some of the ones off the board, Train to Busan, which you talked about. Us probably could have.
Yeah.
Us was really good.
But like, are we gonna put 3? I mean, probably should. But
One I really agonized on over actually, which I just couldn't find the right spot for, is Annihilation. I fucking love Annihilation.
I know.
So scary.
I
So
know.
fucking weird. But also, again, you kind of apply to that same horror logistics to it. Like, how scary is it? I mean, the bear scene is
Oh yes,
unbelievable. And then the alien scene.
It's pretty scary.
X also on there. We talk about Mia Goth and Pearl. Like, Pearl is so much more a anxiety builder than a scary
Yes.
movie. Bone Tomahawk is one of those like fucking destroys your brain for the next year movie you'll ever see. I miss S. Craig Ziller. Make more movies, please. The Invitation also could be on there.
Yeah.
Mandy is a psychological fuck up. That'll ruin your day.
That's a cool one.
His House was cool. That was one of the better Netflix original
I
movies.
remember that one.
It's the one where like these Nigerian immigrants are in that house in like I think in England.
I don't remember
Matt
this at
Smith.
all.
It was pretty good. Barbarian, which you talked about. Possessor probably should have made it on here too. Possessor is awesome. Really, really good movie as far as like recent horror. A Quiet Place we talked about a bit. It's more of like
It's a tough one. I've gone back to them. They're okay. They're all like they're a little better. The thing is they're a little better than okay.
But they're not like, what people.
They're like 7.5 to 8 out of 10. It's like they're all about in that range, 7 to 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But like they don't really elevate past that point for me.
Green Room, also very good. I don't know if you've ever seen that one. Patrick Stewart.
Oh yeah.
Very good. Crawl, which I liked, but also more action than horror.
Yeah.
Don't Breathe was cool. Long Legs we talked about. Nosferatu also could be up there too, but like it's kind of like a weirder gray area.
See, I'd say that is less of a horror than even.
I would agree. 28 years later, same kind of thing where it's like the action element of it is just so different than what it is. You know, in the sort of like the whole Ray Fiennes like rumination on grief is one of the coolest fucking like so, how is that in a horror movie sequel? It's crazy. Bring Her Back. Also, we talked about. It is kind of funny just thinking about Long Legs again because I texted this to you after Weapons. Like Cregger is who people think Osgood Perkins is. Like they're like, look at Osgood Perkins. He's making these goofy, campy horror. Oh my god, he's so cool. And
it is really funny. I got like an hour into Weapons. I was like, this really feels like a Stephen King movie, like a Stephen King adaptation. Which, and then I was like, oh man, Osgood Perkins really, he did a Shining or not a Shining, a King interpretation of it. It's nowhere near as good as this one.
Ass. And that was one of the worst. Again, I know you dug it a little bit more than me, but like that was one of the worst.
Yeah, no, I had fun with it, but like it's not like Weapons. I'm gonna go and tell my friends to go see it. The Monkey, I was like, if friends asked if it was good, I'd be like, yeah, go see it. It's pretty fun. This one, it's like I'm gonna get out and be like, no, you need to go see this.
Yeah, that was Monkey and Long Legs not touching this.
He's got another one coming out this year.
Yeah, just keep giving him movies to make.
Yeah, we'll give him respect in that he's putting out. He's working.
He's definitely working. No one's doubting that. But yeah, so that is our list. I believe next week we have highest and lowest, which should be fun. So highest to lowest from our good old boy Spike Jones. Why I say Spike Jones?
Spike Jones, man.
Shit, no, not from Spike Jones. Spike Lee, starring Denzel Washington, Jeffrey Wright, A$AP Rocky, and Ice Spice. It should be an interesting one. Been getting every time I see a new trailer for it, I get more and more pumped up for it. I feel like it's been a hot minute since we saw a Spike Lee movie. What was his last one?
Was it Black Klansman?
No,
The Five Bloods.
I don't think so either.
Spike Lee's most recent movie.
The Five Bloods. It is 2020. Shit, man, that's crazy.
That was a really good movie.
I really enjoyed that too, dude. The fucking Delroy Lindo. Holy shit, man, he crushed that movie. He was so
that
good.
monologue was so good.
Yeah, but yeah, excited to watch that. And then I think we have some other things during that same period.
Caught Stealin's coming up. The Aronofsky Butler movie.
We have Nobody 2. We have Americana. We have Night Always Comes with Vanessa Kirby.
These are all movies I'm excited for. Eden, excited for that one.
East of Wall. I don't know what that one is. Under Fire, the Witchboard, and yeah. But I think it will be highest to lowest is the one we'll be working. So make sure to watch that, and we'll get back.
Yeah,
if you can find it.
We might have to actually audible that one now that I think about it.
Is it on enough theaters?
I don't know if it's going out outside of New York and LA.
If it wasn't going to be that, then it would probably be Nobody 2, I would imagine, which isn't the worst.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how. What are we going to say about Nobody 2, even if it's good?
I don't know. I like Nobody 1.
I did like Nobody 1, but
I don't know. We'll see how it works out.
Bobby O.
Yeah. But we will see you guys then next week.